Hello, I'd like to welcome you to the Ultimate Referral System presentation. We're going to be talking about a simple system that any professional can use for generating all the referrals you can handle. Now, let's see if this presentation is for you. This presentation is for you if you hate imposing on your good customers who have become your personal friends, or you feel like a sleazy marketer begging friends and family members for the names and contact information of their close friends. Or you get tired of trying to memorize silly referral scripts to manipulate your friends. Or you dislike the embarrassment and shame you feel when being rejected when asking for a referral. Or maybe you even get sweating palms and a sick feeling just getting up the nerve to ask for a referral. Or maybe you're tired of getting promises for referrals that never materialize. Or you're frustrated by giving lots of referrals yourself but getting none in return. Or maybe you simply have a difficult time getting your customers or clients motivated to talk about you. And perhaps you're irritated because you just don't have any control over the referral process. So if you said yes to any one of these questions, this presentation is specifically for you. Hi, my name is David Fry, and I'm the author of the Small Business Marketing Bible and a product called the Instant Referral Systems Program. And I have helped dozens, hundreds, and even thousands of small business owners over the last 15 years to help them to get more referrals for their small business. I've probably seen, implemented myself, or helped to implement a company with just about every type of different referral system that you can possibly think of. So today, this is what you're going to learn in this presentation. First, we're going to talk about understanding the value of a referral and why that's so important. And the next thing we're going to talk about is how people make buying decisions, because that's important to know. Well, I'll introduce you to the referral paradox, and it might resonate with you when you see what that is. And then we'll talk about the importance of systems. I'll introduce you then to the 4 different types of referral systems, and then I'll teach you the 3 steps to generating referrals. And then we'll talk about how to build high-quality referral relationships. And finally, I will introduce you to the ultimate referral system. So let's go ahead and get started by talking about the value of a referral. Most people simply don't understand the value of referral. So what I want to do with you right now is I want you to take out a piece of paper and a pencil, and I want you to write down the lifetime value of one of your customers. So let's just say you are a realtor, and let's just take a one-time transaction value, which is about $3,000. Now, we know that's not the lifetime value of one client to a realtor, but I want to be very conservative in my presentation here. So let's just say $3,000, okay, is a lifetime value of one customer. And then you want to determine what the average number of referrals you receive in a year. Okay, so again, let's be super conservative by saying you get 1 referral a month. So that's 12 referrals in a year. Okay, so you want to multiply that 12 by the 3,000 to get the average annual value of referrals for your business. So again, you need to put your numbers into this formula, and it's important that you do that. In this case, it comes out to $36,000. 3 times 12 is $36,000. Okay? Now, again, I want you to do this for your business. Your lifetime value might be $5,000. It might be $10,000. It might be $20,000 and above. So multiply that by the average number of referrals you receive in a year, and that will give you the average annual value of your referrals. Now, that number is very, very important to know, because if I could show you a way to triple the amount of referrals that you're going to receive, would this presentation be very important to you? And the obvious answer is yes. The Ultimate Referral System program that I'm going to show you has the ability to triple or more the amount of referrals that you're generating right now. So if you take that average annual value of referrals, 36,000, and you multiply it by 3, that becomes a very, very big number. And so what I'm about to show you is extremely important to your current business. It can mean a lot of money if you implement the system that I'm going to reveal to you today. Okay, so let's talk about how people make buying decisions. Okay, people make buying decisions in 3 different ways. Number one, 50% of people make buying decisions based on their existing relationships. And the next 35% of people make their buying decisions based on a referral. Okay, so they ask a friend or somehow they get recommended or referral, and they might even be on Facebook and social media where they ask for a referral. But 35% of those people ask for a referral. And only 15% of buying decisions are made based off of some type of advertising. Okay, so these are interesting statistics, because if you add the 50% of buying decisions that are made based on a relationship and 35% that are based on some type of referral, that means that 85% of all consumer purchases are based on some type of a relationship. Either you have an existing relationship or you have a relationship with someone that recommended a product to you. But 85% of purchases are based on relationships. Okay? And why is that important? Well, because if you want to reach the people that are bringing the most business to you, you need to do it through relationships and not through advertising. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk to you about in the referral paradox, okay? I talk to small business owners all around the country, and I ask them the question, where do you get your customers from? And the vast majority will say through relationships. Now, this coincides with what I just told you, that 85% of buying decisions are based on some type of relationship or referral. Okay? And a very small amount of customers come to small businesses through advertising. Okay? So then I ask them, well, where do you spend the bulk of your marketing budget? And almost over 80% of it they spend on advertising. And they almost spend nothing on relationships. Okay, and that is the referral paradox. Why spend most of your marketing dollars on advertising when the majority of your business comes from relationships? And so many business owners fall into this trap. I was reading an article the other day in a magazine that really captured what I'm trying to say to you. It says, ironically, most of us, meaning small business owners, have budgets for advertising, PR, and direct marketing, which account for the smallest percentage of our sales, and no budget whatsoever for building relationships. Okay, isn't that interesting? And worse yet, even if small business professionals had the money to spend on referral marketing, they wouldn't know where to spend it. So it's not your fault that you're not spending more money on referral marketing or relationship marketing, because even if you had the money to spend on it, you wouldn't know exactly where to spend that. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because I'm going to talk about how to invest in relationship marketing systems. Okay? So let's talk about the importance of systems. Today I'm going to show you what I consider to be the ultimate referral system. So this is where you want to reallocate your marketing dollars, and rather than spending it all on advertising, you should be allocating it more to systems that build relationships and generate referrals. Okay? To develop a relationship of trust with a large network of people, you've got to have a system for managing those relationships. And systems are critically important. Systems are what bring value into your business. I like to talk in terms of this acronym for system. Systems save yourself time, energy, and money because they produce predictable results that are very consistent over time, that can be repeatable in multiple businesses. That means if it works for an insurance agency, if it's a good referral system, it'll work in a realtor's office and it'll work in an attorney's office. Okay? Systems are critically important. It's said that if you can walk away from your business and your business can, for 6 months, and your business continues to grow, then you have a valuable business. But if you walk away from your business and in 6 months your business starts to erode, it means that you don't have the systems in place to provide the value, underlying value of that business. Okay? So let's talk about 4 different types of referral systems. Okay, the very first type of referral system is an incentive-based referral system. The second one is an exchange-based referral system. The third one is an experience-based referral system. And the fourth one is a relationship-based referral system. I like to talk of these referral systems in terms of this pyramid. Incentive-based referral systems, exchange-based referral systems, experience-based referral systems, and relationship-based referral systems. So let's take a look at every one of these, okay? Now, an incentive-based referral system is a referral system that's based on paying people with money for referrals, okay? And this is done in many, many different types of industries and professions. The problem is that these systems, incentive-based referral systems, are based on one-time transactions. So it's very transactional. When you don't have the transaction, you're not getting paid. Okay? So when there's no incentives, the referrals completely stopped. Okay? So they're motivated only based on these incentives that you're giving to them. And incentives in many professions are seen as bribes, and they're actually illegal. Okay, this is a good example of an incentive-based referral system. This is a carpet cleaner, and what he does is he has this piece of paper and he gives it to the person, the tech, when he enters the home. He gives it to the owner of the home and when he goes to clean the carpets. Basically, what this is asking for is for each referral that you give to the carpet cleaner, you're going to get a 2% discount up to a total of 10%. Now, I've seen this referral system work extremely well. It's very powerful, but it's just based on a transaction. So this person is not going to refer you after you have left, because they're only referrals. They're based on incentives that you're giving to them. Okay, the second type of referral system is an exchange-based referral system, which consists of swapping referrals with other professions. Now, you have probably been in a referral swapping group like Business Networking International, things like that. These are based on quid pro quo. In other words, you do it for me and I do it for you. But the problem with them is they're rare equality in the number of referrals shared, meaning I might refer more than you and you might refer more than me. And when there's not an equal sharing of referrals, then the whole system breaks down. And it's hard to find good referral partners. It's hard to find somebody that, whose customers, clients, and patients are really good prospects for your business. And secondly, it's hard to find a referral partner who's willing and dedicated and committed to sending you as many referrals as you are to them. Examples of referral swapping organizations are BNI, LATIP, Chamber of Commerce. You know, we've all belonged to them. Now, I think that you should be involved in many of these types of referral situations because they do add to your ability to generate more referrals. But they have drawbacks because referral swapping is, like I mentioned, if it's not done with equality, eventually over time, people stop giving referrals to each other. Okay, so let's talk about the third type of referral system. These are experience-based referral systems. Experience-based referral systems gets people to talk about you by giving your clients an unexpected, unusually shocking experience, okay? They are compelled to refer you because of their experience. They are going to refer you with excitement. They will proactively refer you. You don't have to ask them for it because the experience that they had is going to motivate them to talk about you. Here's a good example from Zappos.com, which really their whole business is based on referrals because they over-deliver in customer service. This is a little case study. It says, a lady said, when I came home last time, I had an email from Zappos asking about the shoes since they hadn't received them. I was just back and not ready to deal with that. So in other words, this lady had ordered multiple pairs of shoes, and the ones that didn't fit, you're supposed to send back to Zappos. So I replied that my mom had died, but that I'd send the shoes as soon as that I could. And they emailed back that they had arranged with UPS to pick up the shoes, so I wouldn't have to take the time to do it myself. I was so touched. That's going against corporate policy. Yesterday, when I came home from town, a florist delivery man was just leaving. It was a beautiful arrangement in a basket with white lilies and roses and carnations, big and lush and fragrant. I opened the card, and it was from Zappos. I burst into tears. I'm a sucker for kindness, and if that isn't one of the nicest things I've ever had happen to me, I don't know what is. So that was an unusual, unique experience where they over-delivered to their customer, and now this person's going to talk about them to all their family and friends. Here's another example from Southwest Airlines. While these other stories have been nice, this one might actually make you teary. It made me teary, and I'm a hard sell. Okay, a man was en route from a business trip in L.A. to his daughter's home in Denver to see his 3-year-old grandson for the very first time. The boy, beaten into a coma by his mother's live-in boyfriend, was being taken off of life support at 9 p.m. that evening so his organs could be used to save other lives. The man's wife called Southwest to arrange the last-minute flight and explain the emergency situation. Unfortunately, the man was held up by LA traffic and long lines at LAX and didn't make it to the gate on time. When he finally made it there 12 minutes after the plane was scheduled to leave, he was shocked to find the pilot waiting for him. He thanked the pilot profusely, and the pilot said, quote, "They can't go anywhere without me, and I wasn't going to go anywhere without you. Now relax, we'll get you there. And again, I'm sorry," unquote. See, I can't even read that without tearing up a little bit. These are experiences that these companies have manufactured for their clients and their customers that go above and beyond the normal satisfaction level, and that's what makes people talk about them. So experience-based referral systems are very important. Now, relationship-based referral systems now, by the way, why do I call that an experience-based referral system? Because those companies have policies that tell their employees to go above and beyond the normal policy when they see fit. Okay, so it is type of a referral system. Now, relationship-based referral systems consist of generating referrals from people because they know you, they like you, they trust you, and they remember you. So they're based on relationships. Now, these people want to refer you because they have a relationship with you. They will refer you over and over and over again. They will refer you with enthusiasm, and the referred person is likely to refer you, causing a viral effect. So if someone came to you referred by one of your customers, they are much more likely to refer another person to you. So it has this viral effect. And how do you build relationships of trust? You build relationships of trust through communications, okay, and interactions with your customers and clients and patients. For instance, you can do this through business lunches, through phone calls, through email newsletters, through printed newsletters, and through social media. It's all based on communications. Relationships are built based on communications. So which of these 4 types of referral systems is best? Well, it should be obvious. The ultimate referral system would be a combination of relationship-based and experience-based referral systems in which you create a systematic process that surprises and delights your clients while simultaneously nurturing your relationships on a long-term basis. So the best type of referral system is a combination of relationship and experience-based referral systems. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 steps to generating referrals. The very first step is planting, okay? By planting, I mean meeting new people daily and building your network. It could also mean generating a new customer. All that is planting seeds, building out your network of people that know who you are, okay? The second step is nourishing that new relationship. And you do that, like I said before, by staying in touch with the people that you meet and showing them that you care about them. That's how you nourish the relationship into a great referral relationship. And finally, step 3 is harvesting. And by harvesting, I mean you simply remind people that know you that referrals are important to your business. Okay, so if people know you, they like you, they trust you, they always remember you because you're on the top of their mind. All you need to do is remind them that referrals are very important to your business, and they will want to help you by generating referrals. The problem is that we do planting really well. We meet new people, we build out our network pretty well, but we're not very good at nourishing and harvesting those relationships. In fact, we're pretty poor at doing that. Okay, so I want to talk about building relationships in terms of the emotional bank account. Now, this was talked about in the book by Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Everybody has an emotional bank account with other people. I probably have one with you, although that emotional bank account might be very low. And I have a emotional bank account with my wife, which is probably very high. Let's hope, okay? So everyone has an emotional bank account with another person. And the key is to consistently make deposits into a person's emotional bank account with positive experiences, usually in the form of communications. And that's how you nurture these relationships. Now, when you ask for a referral or remind people that referrals are important to your business, that's considered a withdrawal. That's the harvesting part, okay? So on the left, you have the nurturing part, and on the right, you have the harvesting part. Nurturing is making deposits into people's emotional bank account with positive experiences. Harvesting is making withdrawal by either asking for a referral or reminding that referrals are important to your business. Now, what we have found that there's this magic ratio of 3 to 1. So for every time that you make a withdrawal, you need to have made at least 3 deposits into a person's emotional bank account to get them to happily and joyfully refer you business. So remember that ratio because it would be very important. Okay? I have a question for you. How many positive experiences have you deposited into your clients and business associates' emotional bank account last month? Think about that. Think about all your clients and business associates. How many positive experiences did you make a deposit into their emotional bank account last month? Okay. So all these things I'm teaching you is building up to what I'm going to show you in the ultimate referral system. All these things are very important to know because you need to know how this thing works and why it works. So again, let's talk about how to build high quality relationships. Okay, we already said that the fundamental building block of any great relationship is consistent, effective, and valuable communications. A business or a person communicating with a customer, client, or patient on a very consistent basis. Now again, you can do this in many different ways. For instance, you can do a business lunch. The problem with doing business lunches is that you can only do one at a time, okay? And you might be able to do one with a couple of people, but it's very limiting. So your time is limited in doing business lunches with people. Phone calls is a great way to stay in touch, but again, you're limited to the amount of phone calls that you can make in one day. Email is a good way to do it, but Today's email, there are thousands of other emails in people's email inbox. Things get deep sixed. The delete key gets hit a lot, and it's just bunched in there with a lot of other things. So it competes with a lot of other messages in email inbox. So that's good, but it's not great. And a printed newsletter is a good way to reach out to your clients and customers. The problem with a printed newsletter, it's not very personal. Okay, it's very general, and a lot of them get trashed. And finally, the world of social media is opening up where you can have dialogues with your customers and ongoing things. Problem with social media is that it sucks you in, and you simply don't have enough time to do it through the day, especially trying to interact with a lot of your different customers. It has a limiting factor on it as well. Plus, it's just this big black hole that you can get hooked on. I know people who use Facebook who just get sucked into it and waste a lot of time. And so, although these are great ways to communicate with people and build relationships, they all have some serious limitations to them. Now, what we have found is the ultimate way to communicate with someone is through the humble greeting card. That's right, the humble greeting card. I have implemented referral systems in 20 plus different professions, and I've implemented all kinds of different referral systems. And this using greeting cards is the number one most effective way that we have found to communicate to people in a personal and heartfelt way. The humble greeting card. Greeting cards exude feelings of appreciation, kindness, and thoughtfulness. So when someone immediately gets a greeting card, they already have this kind feeling about you when they get it. Sending a card shows that you care because you took the time and effort to send it. It's not like email where, people can just write an email and send it to hundreds of people. When you send a card, people know that you took the time to send them that card, and it cost you some money to do that as well, which they're very appreciative of. And people love to receive physical things that they can touch and hold in their hands. The more technical we get in this society, the more technologically advanced we get, the more important it is to stay in the offline world where people can touch and feel and see. That will never be replaced by technology. And greeting cards can simultaneously be sent to hundreds of people, and that provides you with leverage. While you're delivering your services, greeting cards can be delivered to hundreds and even thousands of your clients and business associates. Also, greeting cards linger. They hang around people's homes and offices for a long time, especially if you send unique greeting cards to them. Many of the greatest referral marketers of all time urge business people to start a habit of sending out cards, like Harvey Mackay, Tom Hawkins, and Bob Burg. And this is what they said. In his book, Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive, Harvey Mackay said, short, handwritten cards yield long results. In sales, never underestimate the importance of personal gesture. And right at the top of the list of effective personal gestures sits the handwritten card. Always send memorable cards and personal notes when you are reminded of a person. Tom Hopkins said, because I understood that building relationships is what selling is all about, I began early in my career to send thank you cards to people. I set a goal to send 10 thank you cards every day. Guess what happened? By the end of my third year in sales, my business was 100% referrals. And Bob Burg says thank you cards are one of the most powerful tools in building huge network with both professionally and socially. People with the most impressive networks are typically avid card writers. I suggest getting into the habit of immediately sending out cards. Okay, so now it comes time for me to reveal the ultimate referral system to you. We took the concept of the emotional bank account, which I've already explained to you, with the 3-to-1 ratio and making deposits in the person's emotional bank account before you make withdrawals. We took that concept and we coupled it with the humble greeting card. And we've come up with the referral system that I call the Smart Follow-Up Referral System. And the Smart Follow-Up Referral System is the most powerful referral system that I have ever implemented. It works better than any other referral system that I've ever been involved with or experienced. So let me explain to you what the Smart Follow-Up Referral System is, okay? So in month 1, what you want to do is you want to send your client or customer or patient a relationship building card. Okay, these cards have no marketing in them whatsoever. They're just relationship building. They're there to provide valuable information to your client, and they're also there to provide a warm message that lets them know that you like them and that you appreciate them. You send that in month 1. That's a deposit. In month 2, you send them another relationship building card. That's a deposit. In month 3, you send a third relationship building card. That's a deposit. Again, these relationship building cards have no marketing in them whatsoever. They're only providing valuable information and a sincere, warm message that lets them know that you like them and that you appreciate them. Now, on the 4th month, that's when you send a referral card. Okay, and that would be considered a withdrawal, because in this card you are gently reminding them that referrals are important to your business. Okay, so this is, now let's combine this and see what it looks like in a 12-month program. So in the first 4 months, you send a relationship building card in month 2, relationship building card in month 3, a referral card in month 4, and you do that 3 times a year. Okay, and that's what makes a 12-month program. 3 relationship building cards, 1 referral card. 3 relationship building cards, 1 referral card. 3 relationship building cards, 1 referral card. And you just continue to do this on and on and on. So every month they're getting a card from you that is either usually a relationship building card showing appreciation, and once every 4 months, they're receiving a referral card that lets them know that referrals are very important to you and your business. And this flat out works, okay? This is what a typical relationship building card looks like. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see this is for a realtor, okay? So each one of these relationship building cards are developed to be in line with the message of what a realtor would give. So this is 5 ways to get a garage organized. So they're giving tips. The realtor is giving tips on how to organize their garage, which are helpful tips that their clients really enjoy. And then the message is on the inside left of the card. And for instance, this one, it says, "Dear First Name," and that's where the first name of the client would go. It says, "Things we seldom use or forget about usually take up space in the garage. In the meantime, the car or cars that cost thousands of dollars is often left out in the elements, vulnerable to weather damage. Once you get started, it's easy to part with the throwaways and keep the things you will actually use." So here we are giving tips on how to organize a garage. Warmest regard, realtor. You give the realtor name, and there should be a headshot photo of that real estate agent in the card. And P.S., this is a job for cool weather. Okay, so can you see there's no marketing in this whatsoever? It's just giving helpful information and a warm, sincere message that lets them know that you care about them and you like them. That's a relationship building card. You'll notice that there's a professionally designed cover, there's automatic personalization, there's professionally written copy, you have a photo, you can put a photo headshot in the card, and there's valuable and interesting tips in the card. That's what makes up a relationship building card. Now this is a typical referral card, okay? The front of the card on the left, it says it can get pretty squirrely sometimes. And on the inside right of the card, when they open it up, it says when people are looking for the right mortgage broker. So obviously this is for a mortgage broker. It says, I trust you'll recommend me so a friend or family member doesn't go nuts searching for a reliable professional. And then in the middle of the card, it says, Dear first name, as you know, finding the right house is one thing, getting it financed is another, and that's why it's so important for a buyer to have the assistance of a reliable mortgage broker. Since our best clients are those who have been referred, I sincerely hope you'll feel comfortable giving my name and number to anyone who is looking for home financing. Warmest regards. P.S. My number is this. Your referrals will receive special care. There's a photo headshot of the mortgage broker inside the card with their name. That is a referral card. Can you notice how gently and kindly we're reminding them that referrals are important to your business? It's not overt and it's not demanding. It's gentle and caring. Okay, that's what a typical referral card looks like. You have a fun and clever referral concept in the card, a professionally designed cover, automatic personalization, professionally written copy with, again, a friendly referral request. Your headshot photo goes into the card, a friendly call to action on the bottom in the PS, and a soft, friendly referral request on the inside right of the card. That, again, is what makes up a really high-performing referral card. Now, the smart follow-up referral system using greeting cards is not my idea. I did not come up with this. A guy named Joe Girard did, and he was a car salesman. Some of you watching this might know who Joe Girard is because he wrote many books. Joe Girard was a brand new car salesman, and he sold more cars than anybody in the world. And by the Guinness Book of World Records, he was deemed the world's greatest salesman for 12 years in a row. He would sell sometimes 6 to 7 cars a day. So he was world famous for his ability to sell things, okay, by the Guinness Book of World Records. So again, this was not on my idea. What he did is he sent out greeting cards every single month. And sending greeting cards for Joe Girard was so successful that he sent out over 14,000 handwritten greeting cards each and every month. That was his main vehicle of communication to his past clients and what got them to really fall in love with Joe. Now, how would you like to hear from Joe himself? Okay, so let's listen to this audio. This is Joe giving you his secret to success.
The most effective sales tool that I have that you should inherit from me, and I wish you would, getting people to remember you always, to never forget your name, okay? Mailing system is like prospecting, like a farmer throwing seeds to the ground and telling the ground, remember me. Like throwing rice against the wall. If you throw enough of it against the wall, some of it is going to stick. You know how much mail I used to send out a month when I was selling? Are you ready for this one? 14,000 pieces of mail a month. I'm sure a lot of you are saying right now, well, I can't afford anything that big. Well, I know you can't, but you got to start small like I did. You can't say I can't afford to. You can't afford not to start a mailing system, just a small one, to keep your name alive, to become a household name. And people were amazed of all the reporters that came into my office when they checked me out to see if I sold all the cars retail, when they would call my customers up, when they would ask them and say, who did you buy your car from? With no hesitation, they would say, Joe Girard. Joe Girard. Well, sure, I'm in that house every month, March, and I want to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. On the bottom, Joe Girard, Joe Girard. They put my cards in the kitchen, on the mantle, when families get together for Easter, and people are talking about Joe Girard. Look at the card my salesman sent me. He's a great guy. Now they're giving ideas to other people to buy from me. 14,000 cards every month, every month. So how are you going to forget Joe Girard, huh? You should see the action I had 3 days after my mail went out. I'll tell you many times the switchboard almost blew up because I'm reminding people that, hey, I'm still here. I'm still selling. I'm not a floater like a lot of salespeople going from job to job to job. The word is out. Buy from Joe Girard, and you'll find him there when you want him again. That is the name of the game. Sending out these cards to people was one of the secrets of my success, even though I don't like the word secret because there really is no secret at all.
Okay, that's directly from the mouth of Joe Girard. He says you can't afford not to have a mailing system, and that message goes to all businesses and all professionals. You can't afford not to have a mailing system because that's how you develop relationships with people. That's how you get them to talk about you. Okay, how many times did you ask for a referral last year? Ask yourself that question. How many times did you ask for a referral last year? Maybe once or twice a month? Well, let's say you asked twice a month. That's 24 times in a year. Imagine if you applied the smart follow-up referral system to 200 of your best clients. 200 clients times 3 referral cards, that's 600 times. That means you asked for a referral 600 times in 1 year versus maybe 24 times. And that's pushing it because most people don't even ask for a referral. Let me ask you a question. Do you think you would double your referrals if you asked for a referral 600 times next year? Do you think you would triple the amount of referrals you're receiving? Absolutely. We've implemented this system in many different professions and industries, and we've had experiences where people have not only doubled, tripled, but quadrupled, quintupled the amount of referrals they're currently receiving, simply because they reached out in kindness to people. They showed them that they cared with sincere greeting cards, and they reminded people that referrals were important to their business, and they gently reminded them and asked them for a referral. Their referrals exploded. Okay, so let's go back to the average annual value of your referrals. And let's go back to the original, very conservative estimate of a realtor, where their average annual value of referrals were $36,000. Now, imagine if we doubled that amount. That's $72,000. That's why I say in the very beginning that knowing the average annual value of referrals is so important, because if you just implemented this type of system into your business, your referrals would explode and it would result in a huge amount of profits immediately for your business. In fact, I can think of no better way to increase the amount of profits in your business by simply implementing a system like that. You don't have to go out and pay for advertising or generate leads or anything like that. You just work with the people who have already done business with you, and they become your best advocates and lead generators. Hope that makes sense. Now, going back to the system with Joe Girard. Joe had one problem when he sent out all these greeting cards. He had to write them, stuff them, stamp them, and mail them greeting cards by hand. But his program was so successful that he hired people to do it for him. Yeah, he started out himself, then he hired 2 people, then he outsourced the whole program. But it was so successful that he sent out over 14,000 handwritten greeting cards every month. But what if there was a system that A, sent the cards automatically, completely hands-free for you like clockwork? B, had turnkey, done for you, custom stay-in-touch campaigns ready to plug and play right into your business today? And C, were a third the cost that you would buy cards for in the store. What if there was this system out there? Well, there is, and it's called the Smart Follow-Up Referral System, as I've already mentioned. SmartFollowUp.com is a site that will automatically send out your greeting cards for you and that offers professional, done-for-you, turnkey, stay-in-touch referral campaigns with a lifetime unlimited use per campaign. And we have campaigns for different types of professions like real estate agents, insurance agents, mortgage brokers, dentists, attorneys, a lot of different types of professions. And even if we don't have a campaign specifically for your profession, we have general stay in touch campaigns that anybody can use, and they're just about as effective. Again, we have campaigns for brokers, chiropractors, real estate agents, insurance agents, dentists, and these are what these cards kind of look like. So let's say you're a real estate agent. These are very home-related greeting cards. So all the greeting cards are about giving tips and useful information about their home. For instance, this one, you can save a lot of energy expense on your energy. This one is how to burglar-proof your home. This card is tips on getting your home organized. This one has home cleaning tips. So you see, all these cards for real estate agents have helpful, interesting facts and tips in them with sincere, heartfelt messages. For instance, with dentists, this one is different dental facts. This is flossing facts. This is facts about braces, and these are facts about emergency dental services and things like that. These are all interesting information that coincides with that business that contain heartfelt messages that show that you care about them, that you remember them, and you're thinking about them. Okay, and again, we have campaigns for a lot of different industry niches, and for those of you who are watching this who do not have campaigns in those niches, we have general campaigns that work for any profession. And these campaigns are very general. They go out to the average person. They're very interesting. They're fun. And your people will love them. And they work just about as good as cards that were within a very specific niche. And so if you're outside one of the niches that we have cards for, get a hold of one of these or two of these campaigns and start using those to get your message out. Okay. I consider the smart follow-up referral system one of the ultimate referral system because it sends cards for you automatically, hands-free. The cards are automatically personalized. So you saw in the card where it says first name, that's the first name of the person being automatically inserted into the card. And you can create your own custom cards with photos. You can even include gifts with your cards. And it's very, very inexpensive. So when you couple the smart follow-up referral system with all these other things, I consider it to be the ultimate referral system. It's the ultimate referral system because it gets people to fall in love with you. It motivates people to tell all their friends about you. It's totally turnkey, done for you, push button simple. It's completely automated. It's warm, personal, and customized to you. It scales easily with no additional effort. So you can be reaching out to all the people in your network every single month instead of just a few. And it's very inexpensive. You'll laugh when you find out just how inexpensive this can be. And finally, it works. It absolutely works. We have testimonials after testimonials from people who have used greeting cards in this type of system to reach out to their clients and their customers to generate referrals. And they've always said this is one of the very best investments they've ever made in their business. We have endless amounts of referrals from people who are using this system and getting amazing results from it. Okay? So I could go on and I could read all these testimonials, but just suffice it to say, man, this thing works. It absolutely works. So here's what you need to do to get started. Just contact a person that invited you to this webinar. You'll find their contact information in the email invite that you received. Give them a call or send them an email and let them know that you're ready to get started and they can answer all your questions. Again, I appreciate you attending this presentation today, and I wish you all the best of success in your personal and your business endeavors. Thank you.